Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to Let's Play Shantae Half Genie Hero Risky Boots DLC. We're now getting ready to travel on to the last area of the game. Well, not technically the last area, we still have one more after this, but regardless, we are now moving on to Hypnos Castle. One of the component parts must be somewhere nearby. You men fan out and find it. Dot response. What's this? Do I sense hesitation? I don't think you're sensing hesitation, you are literally seeing it. I'll show you cowards something so scary that even the worms feasting on your lifeless carcasses will have nightmares!
Now move it!
Oh god, she's gonna make us play Sonic 06!
Ready.
Okay, and much like before, we still have plenty of darkness around that's going to make it a little difficult to see what's coming up, and already getting kind of pummeled by these fires and eyeballs. But as long as you keep a steady pace, you shouldn't have any problem with the falling chandeliers. And as we got from the previous boss, we now have bombs. They do 5 damage each time they connect with an enemy. They can also be used to destroy certain rocks and things. Basically, they operate like a bomb would. Think Zelda when you use them. And yeah, once again, we're going to have these mimic chests with ghosts inside of them. Keep hitting them, and eventually you'll destroy them and prevent any ghosts from giving you any trouble. Unlike in the other playthroughs, I find that the path that you need to take to get through here is a lot more straightforward. You get back up here. That was fairly simple. And yeah, if you used up a lot of ammo in the last fight, make sure you're looking for these jars in order to get yourself restocked. But yeah, you just go through the first door, head to the left, and we're almost through, actually. We have a couple more doors that we need to get through. Hypnos Castle is actually pretty quick and easy to get through if you know where you need to go. There are also secrets around if you use the grappling hook. I think there's a slime gal coming up. No, it's another one of these bat girls. No shortage of them around here. But once again, just stand right in front of where they're going to land, and you won't get hit by the grappling hook attack that they have. The chandeliers themselves still don't hurt you. Only the fire from on the ground will actually damage you. These eyeballs are kind of annoying to fight around here because you can't really see them coming that well. The spotlight doesn't help matters either. Oh, that one dropped a tentacle. Very nice. Once again, tentacles will fully refill your health, so hang on to those and don't use them unless you have maximum health and are about to die. Speaking of things that don't damage you, these little mummy enemies, when they're dazed like this, they don't hurt you either. Well, obviously, chandeliers will, but yeah, these guys, they don't hurt you when you stand in front of them when they're dizzy. They also only have 1 HP. But yeah, when you know where you need to go, the castle goes by pretty quickly. Don't bother using any food items if you're close to the exit, because there's a full health waiting for you once you come to the start of the next area. Now we're going to have a bit more of these shooting eye puzzles. Hit the eye, platforms will appear, quickly get across before they all disappear. And then we've also got the eyeball platforms. Land on them when they are facing in the direction you want to go. Now for the thing that's going to make this really difficult, the spider dowels. They're kind of annoying to fight for risky. Mainly due to one... Well, that one actually went by pretty quickly, but they do have this one attack that makes them particularly difficult to deal with, and that's when they do like this upper slash. They'll just slash their claw upwards and knock you and cause some knockback that way. It also does a lot of damage. They can be really annoying. I'm sure one of the other ones will do it later on. Get these two out of the way. I find that the birds carrying these little mummy enemies have a pretty high chance of dropping a good item, like a food item for you. So if you can, try and take them out as well. These ones are a little too high, so I'm not going to worry about them. This one, however... Okay, a bomb, but it's something. Oh, and in case you're wondering, you can also carry up to 30 of the bomb shots, but you start with 10 when you first get it. Make sure you time your landing on these eyes carefully. I kind of took a chance there by not waiting until the eye was facing in a direction I wanted it to go. On that first one anyway, but it worked out in the end. Juicy melon drops are pretty generous tonight, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Wow! I've never had the bats drop this many juicy melons for me. These skeletons don't tend to have a lot of good drops, so I'm not going to worry about them. But we do have another spider gal on our hands. Okay, yeah, there's the upper slash attack I was talking about. If you're at 1 health, go ahead and use an item, because these spider gals are capable of knocking a full heart off of your health bar, so don't take them lightly. Keep your health up. Now move quickly to get across these hooks, because they don't hang around for too long. As you can see just then. I jumped a little too soon there. But yeah, other than that, not too terribly much you need to look out for here. The spider gals are definitely the hardest part about this section of the level. Got more hooks to get around, but also more time to get across, so I don't find that part to be too bad. And we're gonna have one more spider gal to get past. Okay, she did the slime attack that time. I can roll with that. And there we go. Another health restore here if you need it. And we're on to the boss. Oh boy, this boss. You there, Ghost in the Rain Poncho. I'm here to claim a component part for my machine. Obey my commands and spare yourself a world of pain. The nefarious pirate Risky Boots. A creature possessed of dark magic. I have no intention of helping you. No, I've hungered endlessly for a chance to pit my evil against yours. Now, here, in this theater of pain, we shall finally... Dang it, Squid Baron, you're off cue. And me, Squid Baron. Fool, you're early. We're never going to get this right if you can't follow even the simplest of instructions. Real adventures can be found in books. You two are a waste of my time. That's kind of silly, but here we go. Squid Barons, stay in school. So, the one thing I'm going to recommend here is to not do this boss fight the way I'm doing it. That is, without upgrades. Because this fight is so much more of a pain without them. Anyway, I've just got to wait for him to come down here before I start attacking him. Now, when he starts stomping around like this, that's a good time to use the spread shot, because you can very easily hit him with all 3 of the bullets when he's stomping around really quickly like that. And then you can just slide under him to avoid his attack. At this point, the attack pattern is wash, rinse, repeat, so just kind of wait for him to stop stomping around. Yeah, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of opportunities to get some good attacks in. I don't really want to use all my Seekers just yet, due to a phase coming up. Whoa, that was almost bad. But yeah, it's kind of hard to hit him with the sword when he's stomping around like that. See, I just took 2 swipes there, none of them connected, but the spread shot seems to do a pretty good job of that. Basically, there's a lot more waiting going on in this boss fight than I personally like, but so it goes. It definitely helps to have some damage buffs on your sword when you come into this fight. So yeah, I would definitely recommend using any dark magic upgrades that you've collected up to this point. If for no other reason than to just help this boss fight move on a little faster. Oh, I didn't mean to change weapons there. I wish I had more to say about this fight, but we're basically seeing all of his pattern up to this point. Pretty much just wait. Oop. Oh, there we go. Finally got him down. Again, use your spread shot when he's stomping around, and he's not going to be... And he's not terribly difficult to avoid because he's so pattern-based. But, yeah, while the fight is doable without upgrades, it does take a lot longer. Duel Barons, evil times 2. And now the fun has been doubled. Just slide out of the way if he's about to stomp on you. Get a couple of swipes in if you can. And then when you have one of the Barons sitting off to one side, go ahead and keep hacking and slashing at them. Keep an eye on the other Baron to make sure that you're not being attacked. You can jump through the fire if... you can jump through the fire, basically. Just make sure you're not touching it on the ground, and you should be okay. Unlike with the other characters, we're not going to be able to just focus on one Baron for the entire fight. Eventually, Squid Baron's going to start jumping around and doing his stomping attack. Yeah, there it is right there. And now we're going to need to go ahead and focus on hitting the Hypno Baron while jumping over his slashing attacks. If you're dropped below 1 health, go ahead and use some sort of health recovery. I'm going to try and hang on to my tuna rolls and tentacles and use those for when I have more health. Oh, get out of the way! It's very hard to get hits in on Hypno Baron when Squid Baron just is constantly hovering right around where I need to be standing. And at this point, they're going to start stomping around again, so get ready to slide out of the way. And now we get to start wailing on the Squid Baron again. Again, I wish I had more to say about this fight, but we've seen basically everything they can do now. Oh, that's brilliant. Just slide right into him. But the most important thing you can do during this fight is to keep an eye on your health bar. It's very easy to wind up getting distracted by the fight itself, and then you'll not even realize that you're below 1 health. Alright, time to start hitting the Hypno Baron again. Haven't gotten a whole lot of hits in on him yet. So I was kind of hoping to do a lot more there. Yeah, when the Hypno Baron does those spread shots like that, the safest place you can go is right under him. Oh, get out of the way! Yeah, this could be this fight can really drag out. More of the stomping. It's kind of odd that the stomping here doesn't cause those shockwaves to happen. But hey, I'm not going to complain about that. Squid Baron must be pretty close to down at this... Okay, yeah, he is. Alright. Now we get to deal with the... Hypno Barons. This is what I was saving my Seekers for. I figured I could at least try and get some easy hits in that way. They'll go directly to him. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on where the fire is. If it looks like he's about to hit you, slide out of the way. As long as you keep down held, he won't be able to hit you. Unfortunately, a lot of your attacks during this phase are going to require you to get right up in his face, which is not the ideal place to go because he likes to suddenly spin around like a lot like that. I tried to slide there. We didn't get a whole lot of hits in on Hypno Baron earlier, but we did get some. Figure I may as well use the bomb shot since I'm only getting 1 sword swipe in anyway. Oi! Oh, well, straight in. I wasn't paying attention. Once again, his movements are very pattern-based, so if you're just paying attention to where he is, you shouldn't have too much trouble avoiding his hits. I say that as I'm getting pummeled by almost everything he's throwing at me. But it's largely because I'm being greedy and trying to get a couple of hits in so that I can maybe make this boss go by a little faster. Okay, it really looked like I was getting hit by the fire there, but I guess not. If you know where to stand, you can usually get a couple of hits in pretty easily. Well, there we go. Killed him in the middle. How fitting. Yeah, don't do this fight without upgrades. It's going to take forever.
You're a disgrace.
Go and think about your life. Wow, harsh words. You've given me much to consider. The component part is yours. I'm hiding off stage. What is a fourth wall? I'm going to boil that squid in his own ink! And that's the last we'll see of Hypno Baron. He leaves us our treasure chest, and inside we get another pile of gears. With that, Hypno Baron's castle is finished. That was one long boss fight. I think Risky may have jumped into a wall. And so now we're going to get our final new weapon of the game.
What?
Is this for me?
Cannon jump!
Yes, fire the cannon to jump even higher than before. Can be upgraded to jump even higher. Definitely the best of the new abilities that you can get in this game, which is probably why we're getting it last. I'll put this cannon jump to the test right away. Keep those contraptions coming. By which I mean those are probably the last of them, so, go do something else!
Huh. If this thing doesn't work, it'll be your heads.
This is it. Now that I have all 5 component parts, I can use my Genie crystals to locate the Genie realm. Men! It's time to construct the new and improved dynamo. Bundle those crystals together and... What? What do you mean we don't have enough crystals? What do you mean we don't even have 1 crystal? It was your job to remind me!
This is all your fault!
Sigh. Like they say, if you want something done right, you've got to order someone else to do it for you. Set them up for failure, and then do it yourself. Sounds like a good plan to me. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. It's so hard being a tyrannical pirate captain these days. Now, where am I going to find the last of those Genie crystals? Well, we'll be answering that question in the next video, as we will be going back to all 5 levels and showing the locations of all the treasure chests, collecting all the Genie crystals and dark magic in the game. And then we'll be off to face the final level. See you then!